again. I got crust on my eyes, Billy. I ain't even up yet, and we already got the day started. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. The Billy's cooking. We told you this week it was going to be big. And somebody mentioned, they came here for the spacesuit. I didn't have it on, and they were disappointed. Rightfully so. Not going to happen again. And I even said, look, the spacesuit should only come out for big moments, for big-time things. We are in it. We are living in that moment right now. The spacesuit stays on for the rest of the weekend, okay? We're calling it right now. Things are cooking up. They're heating up. I mentioned last night, I go, listen, I don't know who else is to come. What I meant by that is, we didn't have any crystal balls, right? All we have is Mr. Draylen McCoy out there that's been crystal balled, who's on official visit. That was the only one we have left. We think with 5 to 6 more guys, right? So where are they going to come from? Who's it going to be? Billy said, don't worry, I got you. Give me a 6'5", 195-pound wide receiver. By golly, somebody spit on me. Here we go. You're giving me size, Billy? 6'5"? Right now, with that addition, Caden Hall, Marquez Daniel, Carson Baker are the top 3 recruits of this class with that commitment, according to 247. On 3 with this commitment, we have skyrocketed ahead of Florida State now in the 16th position with 9 commits, I believe that it is. 9 commits. 9 commits just days ago. Days ago. Everybody was ready to just descend it. This kid's from Booker T. Washington High School down south, or in Alabama. Booker T. Washington. When I see the school, reminds me of that TV show from MTV, where it was Two-A-Days, I think is what it was called. Where it was the coaching, the football show. Love that show. Booker T. Washington was where it was located. So they used to be dogs out there. I'm not saying they're not anymore, but they were some big time schools playing. I'm pretty sure that was the Booker T. Washington that I remember. Top 127 player nationally. Top 13 wide receiver in the country. My God, when you look at this kid's film, though, man, this young man has just got size for days. 50-50 ball, more like 80-20, because 80% of the time he's bringing that 50 ball down. Okay, he's got little separation speed. He's got great route running, great hands, a great physicality. And look, all in all, just everything you want to see in a 6'5" wide receiver. Typically, guys with these size, they can get away with it. They can get away with being a little lackadaisical, a little lazy, right? We see that on the offensive line just because they're sheer bigger than everybody else. This kid's putting the work. He's putting the grind. Massive pickup here for Billy Gonzalez and the Florida Gators to go alongside with what already is a fantastic room. It's exciting to see now Billy is starting to, both Billies, are exploring both options. They get their speedy guy in Justin. Now they get their size here with Mr. Marquez Daniel at 6'5". By golly. These are the things we've been clamoring for as Gator fans. Why are we not getting these guys? Why are we not just getting the 5-star, 4-star offensive tackles or just the sheer 6'5" wide receivers? We are putting these guys into the NFL like the Ricky Pearsalls, the Elijah Badgers. We're doing good things. What's happening? It's happening. It's locking and loaded here, boys and girls. 6'5" wide receivers gets everybody fired up. Look, the speeches are fun, but it felt like for a while that's all that Florida was getting. And we're like, you know what? What's happening here? What do we need to do? Let's take a look at what the breakdown here is from 247 Scatter Report. Dynamic pass catching that utilizes his size and frame exceptionally well at the catch point on Friday nights. Listed as a 6'5", 195. Woo! Plays basketball as well, a long but easy mover. That's what when I was watching, I was like, it looks like he's going 2 miles an hour, but he just slowly starts to separate himself, right? And for Cody's got to move those legs quick, right? This young man, it's one step is 10 Cody steps, okay? So one step, he's halfway down the football field. It just moves with ease. You'll see it during this film breakdown, he'll catch a ball in the center and just all of a sudden just cut through the center and he's just gone, right? Nobody can keep up with him. Fun to watch. Makes a living boxing out opposing defenders outside the numbers while showing the ability to climb the ladder and turn 50-50 balls into a little less than a sure thing, like I just said. Not just a big guy with ball skills. The Booker T. Washington standout displays natural route running ability and plays tempo, showing the ability to create consistent separation off the line of scrimmage while attacking and creating leverage at the top of the route. This is huge, right? Because again, these guys with size, they typically just get away. They can be a little bit lazy. The fact that he's able to create this separation, now understanding the ability to have great route running and what that means, that's something that I feel like in the last few years we're getting better, that where Florida wide receivers have lacked is just getting separation later on in the field and not having time, especially with the lack of offensive linemen. So big time stuff. Again, 16th overall now with On3 recruiting. 247, I didn't take a look at that. But I do want to do something, okay? Because since yesterday, right, we have the McCoy crystal ball still floating out there. Another crystal ball has came through. And this crystal ball, I'm telling you, boys and girls, will fire me up. It's a spacesuit wouldn't do it justice. This young man right here is an absolute dude. Rodney Cleveland. He's a 5-star player. I don't care what this numbers say. I don't care what this young man is a 5-star player. Okay? If we land Rodney Cleveland, Stephen Harris will have to be on the show because Stephen Harris loves this young man. We've been talking about this kid for a little bit now just because the excitement that we've seen that he's been visiting and interested in all these things. This young man would just be massive. 6'3", 305 defensive lineman. I did a thing. I haven't done it this season, but we did a thing. I pulled the calculator out, okay? And we started to do a little foreshadowing. That's what we do here on the show. We get a little ahead of the game here. And with the addition, Marquez Daniel's already in there, but if we were to land Rodney Cleveland, and also Jaraylon McCoy. Now, Jaraylon McCoy, I'm firing you about Rodney Cleveland. Jaraylon McCoy is higher rated than Rodney Cleveland. 94.4 4-star compared to 93.7 4-star in Rodney Cleveland. What you're telling me right now is I believe Rodney's a 5-star. Stephen Harris believes Rodney's a 5-star. Jaraylon McCoy, to some people, is more highly rated than Rodney, according to 247. I'll see how On3 looks at both of them. Anyways, I digress. With those two commits, that puts it at 11. That puts it at a total score of 194, putting Florida top 20 in 247, which again looks at quantity versus quality. I would believe. I can't do On3. Here you go. I'm giving you a freebie here. I need a calculator. I need me an On3 calculator since we look at it a little bit differently. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past Florida to jump top 12 with those two additions there. It's possible. Keep an eye on it. I like it a lot. 232 strong. Be sure to smash that dang like button, boys. There's only 40 likes so far. But by golly, man, I'm telling you, if you're able to land both of those young men, that is going to be a massive weekend there for the orange and blue. And again, I don't think if they were to land those two, they'd be done. I still think there's more. I still think there's a lot going on here for the Florida Gators. Rodney Cleveland's ranked 120 nationally according to On3. And let's look at Mr. Jaraylon McCoy and just look at that really quick. Again, I'm talking about these kids because that's all we have left for being crystal balled anyways. 163. So they look at Rodney a little bit higher, which I thought they did. Besides the point, we can all agree, two stud muffins dialed in there, okay? Jubilee June is in full effect. Like, it's no longer just like a fun little, like it is official. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida used Jubilee June as a marketing tactic next year. Like, that's where we're at with these things, okay? That's how good we're looking. But I got a little ahead of myself. Go back to our young man here, our 6'5" wide receiver who we're here to celebrate this morning, okay? The eye boogers are still there, still trying to work them off because that's how Billy likes to get the day started. Hey, it's like the old saying goes, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Well, you can't get commits all day if you don't start in the morning, okay, Billy? That's how he thought. That's how he felt this morning when he woke up. He's like, we're going to have ourselves a day. Can we see two more today? I don't know. It's possible. Remember, though, Hayes said 3 to 4 days of excitement. So, you started off yesterday. You started off one today. I don't think you landed a commit at 10 a.m. in the morning and not get at least one more. I expect for you to see my beautiful face one more time at least today. But I want to see you tomorrow. I want to see you multiple times in the next couple of days. That's what I want to do. Okay? That's the ultimate goal here. So, keep the bell turned on, okay? Because when those things pop, you want to know about it, you want to celebrate it, we want to talk about it, and we want to get after it. Call me old fashioned. Okay, fine, I'll pour it up. Listen, you can't drink all day if you don't get started early. You know what I mean? So that's how we look. Oh, look, a crown. Let's see here. Who's leading the day for interactive? We got Gravy Biscuit at number 3. He's leading the day. Jim Martin at number 1 and Corey Ryan at number 2. Those are our leaders for this morning's activity on the chat here. But I appreciate it, boys and girls. The chat's flowing. Corey Ryan says, oh, we're so effing back. Let's effing go. Trev Forb, Natty Boys, Gravy Biscuit, Shelton put on the entire football uni. Yeah, I'm dialed. I'm ready to rock and roll. Timothy Packard says we need to give Gonzalez and Juke a bonus. Yeah, Listen, remember when Billy was getting some flack? My boy Brandon also was kind of being a little harsh with him. I told him, me and Harris, like, hey, chill. We need Billy Gonzalez back. Here we go. Let the man cook. Let the man cook. Clint Kimmons says, I looked at Hayes' profile and saw his comment post and was like, never seen this post. Are you talking about like the Billy thing? Excuse me. Ben Hodges is huge. The wide receiver corp is insane. Look, I felt like we could have gone maybe like one or two guys. Maybe just one wide receiver because of how stacked this wide receiver room is, and our room would be okay. But I guess they just see the talent of quarterbacks in this coming into the University of Florida, what Gonzalez has been able to do in this wide receiver room, what Dallas Wilson saw, and we're like, I need to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. Excuse me. Because again, this now adds the second wide receiver to this class. Marquez Daniel was number 1. Then Justice Williams was number 2. He usually was an athlete on 247, but he is the second wide receiver. And of course, we already have a tight end. Looking to possibly add another one as well. Well, boys and girls, let's shut it down. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. Sheldon, you're going to go live all weekend with the breaking news. Yeah, that's what we do here. We keep you dialed in, locked in, and tuned in. High Top Sports, where we live just college football all day long, boys and girls. Y'all be good. Let's let them cook. Let's let them cook. Let's have fun. And I'm sure I'll see you soon. The suit stays on. If you got a suit at home, put it on. Keep it ready to rock and roll. Smash that like button. And we'll see you boys in the next one. Peace and love, baby.